It was close to 12:45 a.m. when Lucas Miller found himself standing alone at the bus stop on Harper Road. The town had exactly one late-night route, and the bus almost never came on time. The street was quiet, too quiet. Even the occasional truck that usually rumbled by was absent tonight. A thin layer of fog clung to the pavement, and the streetlights flickered like they were struggling to stay awake. Lucas had missed the last rideshare out of town after a late shift. He didn't like this stop. No one in Bishop County did. People said if you waited there past midnight, you might see something you shouldn't. Lucas didn't believe ghost stories, but the silence pressed on him like a weight. The bus stop itself was nothing more than a wooden bench under a warped metal roof. A faded schedule was pinned to the side, though half the times were scratched out. Lucas checked his phone. No signal. He groaned. Of course. A soft breeze stirred the fog, making it swirl like smoke. Then he heard it. Footsteps. Slow. Rhythmic. Coming from down the road. He turned, expecting a late-night walker, or maybe another commuter. But the road was empty. The footsteps continued, steady as breathing, growing louder. Lucas swallowed, trying to reason with himself. Echoes. Sound travels weird in fog. But the steps were getting close enough that he should see someone, and there was no one. Then the footsteps stopped. The silence that followed was worse. Lucas felt a prickling crawl up his spine. The streetlight above him flickered again and went out entirely, throwing the bus stop into shadow except for the weak glow of the next lamp 30 feet away. Lucas shifted, ready to leave and walk home instead. But just then, headlights appeared in the distance. A bus. A wave of relief hit him. The bus rolled up silently, not the usual diesel grind. The doors opened with a whisper instead of a hiss. The driver inside didn't speak. Lucas hesitated. The interior lights were dim, and from what he could see, the seats all appeared occupied, but no faces were visible, only silhouettes. The driver kept staring ahead, hands fixed on the wheel. Lucas cleared his throat. Route 17? No answer. The bus smelled faintly of earth. Damp. Heavy. Lucas considered walking home again, but the fog was getting thicker, swallowing the street. He stepped aboard. The doors closed behind him instantly. He took a seat near the front. The bus moved, gliding forward with unnatural smoothness. The silhouettes didn't move, didn't shift, didn't breathe. Lucas tried not to stare. He pulled out his phone again. Still no signal. He glanced at the driver. The man's head sat too still, neck stiff, eyes locked ahead like glass. Lucas whispered, "Hey, when's the next stop?" The driver didn't blink. The bus passed familiar streets, but they looked wrong. Houses darker than usual, windows black like holes. No cars, no porch lights, no signs of life at all. The world looked like a drained photograph. Lucas's heartbeat sped. He turned to look at the nearest silhouette, a woman-shaped outline sitting upright. He leaned slightly to get a better view, and froze. Her face wasn't shadowed. It was gone. No features, just smooth skin. Lucas jerked back, breath catching. He looked around. All of them were like that. Every passenger. No eyes, no mouths, as if they were carved and hollowed. The bus slowed. The driver finally spoke, voice dry and distant. End of the line. The doors opened. Outside was not a stop Lucas recognized. It was an abandoned stretch of road near the old quarry, blocked off since the landslide 10 years ago. The passengers turned toward him in unison. No faces, yet he felt their gaze. Lucas bolted. He ran into the fog, lungs burning. Behind him he heard footsteps again. The same slow, measured rhythm. He didn't stop until he reached open road and a gas station sign glowing weakly ahead. He stumbled inside. The clerk stared at him. "You okay?" Lucas tried to speak, but only managed, "Bus, Harper Road." The clerk frowned. "Son, that route's been shut down for years. That bus crashed. Everyone on board died. Midnight's when it passes through again." Lucas never waited at that stop again. But on foggy nights, some still swear they hear footsteps, slow, steady, approaching the bench.